Hello everyone, welcome back to Monster Hunter World. Today we got some Behemoth, and it's gonna die today, folks. It's gonna die. It took for fucking ever. If you're wondering what that dialogue was about, I had, previous to this, been using a lance to tank. Because I'm I think, probably the most experienced MMO tank of the three of us here, and probably the only one that actually likes doing it. However, Glasgow said he was going to be using the hammer, so I said, oh yeah, have fun tanking with the hammer, so he said, I'll try. Good on him, by the way. I can't tank with a two-hand weapon against Behemoth. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I die too fast. I was like, I don't know what he's doing up there, but okay, I guess we'll just kind of go. Oh, he was typing. Okay, there we go. Anyway, Behemoth. This is going to be a long one, fraught with mechanics and explanations. As to the best of my ability, I have not looked up any videos on this thing. This is all purely from what I have been able to put together. Alright? Just fair warning here. It's not probably 100%. So first off, Behemoth, if you've ever played an MMO, follows the Holy Trinity laws, which is my favorite kind of MMO there is. I hate Guild Wars and I hate anything like that. I like the Holy Trinity because that is what MMOs are about, not your dumbass, anybody can do everything model. Anyway, what I was going to say, the tank has to hit the head. Now, if you're a tank and you want to hit the head, but, you know, he's not playing nice, what you can do is if you notice any dragon pods sitting down, cast that shit. Do it. Why? And hit him in the head, preferably, because that will get him. That will get you aggro. All right. Number 2. As you saw, paralysis works really frigging well. Maybe only once or twice in a fight, but it still works rather well. Now you don't have to sit there and take the Charybdis. Personally, I don't recommend flashing it until like the last area. This is not a good thing to do. I don't recommend flashing it until the last area, which is one of 2 areas. Personally, just because, well, he becomes, I don't want to say immune to it, but you know what I'm saying, they get a whatever to it. By the way, I would recommend you use Vitality 3. I don't give a damn who you are, use Vitality 3 here. Just do it, alright, for everybody's good. And, yeah. Beyond that, the 3 things are, 1, tank, 2, support, 3, DPS. Guess what everybody wants to be, and what I'm playing right now. I'm playing DPS. To be fair, I'm not doing terrible at DPS, so I don't feel too bad for taking this wanted spot. Right at the moment, we have 2 DPS and 1 tank, because I didn't, for some reason, want to play. I didn't want to play Hunting Horn there. I wanted to show you guys the Greatsword, you know? And Alexia has the thing there. I'm assuming because it looked like she was hitting the head. But alright. I'd be annoyed if I was the tank, but I'm not the tank. That's one. I don't think that was intentional. By the way, I'm not saying he was trying to steal aggro like that damned warrior off tank in the middle of fucking raids that did that every time. I think that was just kind of either a programming whoopsie or a whoopsie on the head detection, one of the 2. But it's very important if you have a Greatsword user. Somebody has to have aggro. Why? Because if not, it is a lot harder to get anything done. Of course, you still have to be competent to get anything done, as you just saw right there. But, what I mean is, if nobody has aggro, you know that meteor you saw crashing down? A good portion of the time, it'll go on every body. Now, Greatsword, you can tackle right through that. Alright, I'm just gonna tell you, it's not horrible, but it just breaks up your flow. Also, he generally only faces one direction, which if you're trying to cut off a tail, provided the person doesn't keep moving back and back and back, which is hard to fault a person doing that with Behemoth, like that. Well, if you know what I'm saying, if he doesn't just keep moving back and back and back, you can chop a lot of the tail off. But that's hard. That's easier said than done from the tank perspective, though, because you want to keep. To be fair, I like to think I keep the Behemoth pretty static, but I don't tank all that often because I like playing Greatsword. I do like tanking as well, it's just, when I tank, it's, nobody has any DPS, or rather, I don't have any DPS, because I use a fucking lance. So, yeah. Please don't move. Oh, I thought they hit him in the horns. That'd been funny. By the way, the horns does do the most damage, but, you know, you hit it too often, you get aggro. You don't want aggro as a Greatsword, just believe you me, folks, you don't want it. Now, if you do get the Charybdis cast on you, and you will know if you get the Charybdis cast on you, because you'll notice a big, like, aura, sort of, around you. Kind of like what Glasgow had over there. Now, if you see this on you, try and make sure you're not near any, tornadoes, because you have to get behind that. If you don't get behind that at a certain move, you all die. Well, you die. Whoever's not behind it dies. Excuse me. And, it's very important that you do. So, one, try not to let Behemoth hit that, which is the tank's job. Because if he's not tanked, he will hit the comets. A disproportionate amount of time, that was just the world's worst true charge, but to be fair, I thought he was going to fall the other way. But, hey, I was at this time... who am I kidding? I'm still learning Behemoth to this day. Can I hit this? No, I thought I could, though. Oh, pfft. Why you do that now? Why didn't you do that before? Now, chopping the tail off is a very good thing. You want to get that tail chopped off before the second thing. Now you see Alexia has that aura, she's getting away. You want to go toward the outside of the room. It's not different at all from a lot of MMOs where you want to drop the bad someplace else. Meaning, if your character all of a sudden, you know, please don't sit near, I was gonna say, please don't sit near the thing when that's coming down. It's kind of like World of Darkness. No, World of Darkness had more of a damage, soak mechanics more than anything. But damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, getting the tail cut off is really important because you notice that big tail swipe. Yeah, that's like twice as long of a range if you don't have that. It's that would have probably killed me if I hadn't chopped the tail off. Just for the record. And this is why you must. One, try not to get the comets broke, and now this one I'm just going to put someplace completely different, but not against a wall. You don't want to put it against a wall because that's a recipe for death. But you want to try and have him spread out, but not too awfully spread out, so that he doesn't just... This is not going to hit unless he comes near me. No, I thought he might back up. He does sometimes back up, to be fair. There he goes. See what I mean? If you do that shit, I can't hit it. Don't stop going backwards. I don't care I don't care if you would get hit. Stay where you are. Damn you. Come to my blade. See what I mean? That's just so annoying. It's like, dude, this is why we needed a tank who could stand up to her face, which is why I usually used a tank or a lance. Because if not, I'll tell you, playing a greatsword with no tank is not easy at all. Ecliptic meteor's coming, but he won't let me move. This is not where I want to be. On the other side. Other side. There we go. You want to be on the other side of the red. Now, if the meteor's on top of it, good luck. It's just good luck. You're rolling dice. All right, you're rolling the dice. You don't know which way it's gonna go. Now we're almost to the final area. I think we're in the third area. This is the third area now. Yeah, this is the third area. You notice he's going toward Nergigante's thing. Personally, I find that the easier of the locales to fight him in the final one. I know not everybody agrees, but that's certainly a hell of a lot easier. Wow, that was like the worst thing ever. But to be fair, I thought, well, maybe he'll just keep moving forward again, you know? So I gotta just stay close to him, right? You know, I was trying to adapt. It didn't work, but I tried to. Yeah, that is actually a really good time to hit him, provided you're not way far away acting like a bitch like I was there. I might be able to land this, provided they don't move. That's just a fuck you. That's just a fuck you. That's all that was. It's like, we know you should have hit it, but screw you. At least this sure felt like it. Anyway, aside from my complainings, hey look, the greatsword user knocked him down again. Checkmate, dual blades. Oh, pfft. Come on, man. Stop moving your arm like a lunatic. Moving his arms like a preschool kid having a bitch fit about his jello. You see that? It was. That's not a good thing to be. That is the worst thing about greatsword. You cannot hit his tail. Not his tail. You cannot hit his belly. Nobody can hit his belly. I don't care who you are. You cannot hit his belly. Now this introduces another mechanic that I need to introduce you to. If you flash him, usually twice, which at the time I did not know this, if you flash him twice, you lose aggro. Is it twice or 3 times? But yeah, you get aggro if you get hit by that one attack. And I'm not being a very good tank here because I'm kind of panicking because I don't want to fucking tank with a greatsword. Like at all. I die when I get aggro with the greatsword. If I'd known the mechanics now, I would not have done this running around like a jackass this whole time. I would have just flashed him again, lost the aggro, and this would have been happy dory, or hunky dory. There you go, that's the word. Everything would have been hunky dory. Unfortunately, I didn't know that, so I'm just running around like a jackass because I can't really do anything, otherwise he's just gonna hit me. Except when he focuses on somebody else entirely when he has no right to do that, and I thought I was gonna hit him in the horn. And I'm not being a very good tank because he's destroying the comet. So I realize this and try and move away from the comet. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to move away from the comet, so we're probably all going to die. Okay, maybe not, but this is what you gotta think of when you're the tank. You have to get him away from the comets. If you don't, the whole party will die. Alright, you have to do it. You have to. It's not a negotiation, Frank. You have to do it. So you might notice I'm trying my damnedest to try and keep him from turning around. Well, not now because I don't have enmity anymore. But to be fair, I thought he'd move a little bit there, not just kind of dumbass out, but he did. Well, I'd like to take credit for that, but I don't think I can. Not a good place to be. I don't want to be near the comet. Why did I go near the comet? Don't go near the... There's the comet broken. I even make stupid decisions. It happens. It happens. But this is gonna hurt. Did I hit him in the horn or did I hit him in the forearm? It looked like I hit him in the horns. Also, good advice, never be too far away, but don't be too close to the comets. It's like a Goldilocks porridge situation. You don't want to be too close, but you don't want to be too far. You don't want to be too close because they could be destroyed. You don't want to be too far because in case he does cast the damn meteor, you don't want to be too far away to get to it. So, essentially, if you're a hunting horn user, if you're playing the weapon right, you're a tank. If you're a hammer, you're a tank. If you're a lance, you better be a tank. If you're a gun lance, you should probably be a tank. And sword and shield is support in this, basically. Well, that was the worst true charge of all time, but alright, I'll take it, I guess. I'll just try for another one. I missed. I flat out missed. Son of a bitch. You had to wag your head just a little bit like a friggin' dog, didn't you? I mean, look at you. You have a dog face. Seriously, Behemoth has a dog face. Well, our tank has a enmity. This is good. This is good. Provided he doesn't get two-shot because he's using a hammer. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying hammer. I couldn't even imagine trying to tank with that thing. Now I'm just gonna tell you this. You can hit the comets and you can break them yourself. That's why I was trying not to hit it. I was trying to aim my shit. I'm not sure what exactly knocked it over there. I think a stiff breeze might have done it, but I'm not sure. Otherwise known as a longsword. Because I don't care what people say, that thing's not the hardest hitting thing. Sure, it might do the most DPS, but man, is it a bitch to set up. It is a bitch to set up. Now, normally, when this thing is aggroed, you want to try and just do as much damage as you can. I have not been doing a good job. I have not been doing a good job on that in the past 5 minutes, but that's what I should be doing. Oh, I need a rock. There's a rock. Okay. Can he get there? He got there. Barely. Also, fun fact, if you have, which you should by this point, if you have the, what's it called, the jump emote, you can totally invincibility frame that. Now, it's not easy, and I've only did this in random because I kind of had to, but you can do it. And also, I highly recommend, if you need to restock your shit, go and restock your shit. You don't want to die because your dumbass just forgot to restock your mega potions, and you couldn't heal. Now, do you? You don't want to let everybody down like that, do you? No, you don't want to let everybody down, so go restock. Just do it. Now, damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, man. Alright. Like I said, there are 2 places that you can fight this. It's either here in Nergigante's lair or in Teostra's lair. I highly recommend you fight him in Nergigante's lair. It's bigger. It only has 1 environmental hazard, which is the falling spikes, and you don't have to deal with having to drink a cold drink. But there I go being all logical again. I know some people like fighting him in Teostra's. Oh yeah, I like having random lava shoot my ass up in the air while I'm trying to keep track of where all the fucking tornadoes are and where all the goddamn other things are going on. You know, I love that. Yeah, no, who wouldn't? Anyway, I'll stop being a smartass now and actually try and get things done. So that's actually the best place to put that tornado too, because you don't want to go over there anyway. That's actually beautiful. So I don't know who did that, but God bless you. You did a good job. You did a good job placing that one. Boom. Get away from me. I'm doing DPS because I'm the only one that can do DPS at this point. Consistently, it's like my one time to do anything is when casting Cereblus. You know, assuming he doesn't move his arm. But that's like my one opportunity when he's casting I mistimed that pretty poorly, but it didn't seem to matter. I got away with it. Well, kind of. I kind of got away with it. Ballsiness, thy name is Victorianus, generally speaking. Oh, really? I mean, I'm pretty ballsy here. In pretty much any Monster Hunter World hunt. There goes the Greatsword user knocking her over again. You're welcome. Yeah. Get away from me. I can do damage here. No one else. Okay, he can do damage. He doesn't have it on him. But this is my opportunity. This is not a good place to be, but I got away with it. Also, you might notice the letters are very Final Fantasy XIV-esque. There's a reason for that. Because that's what you're supposed to be imitating here, this Final Fantasy XIV. So bottom line for this fight, try and have a tank. You don't need a tank. I've done it without a tank, as you'll see here soon. But it's a lot easier with a tank. I'll just tell you that right now. Especially as now I should be moving, but I'm like, fuck it. I can't really do anything at this point, so I'll just... I didn't do a very good job with that one. But to be fair, I was in the middle of a fucking swing, so I was like, how do I get out of this? Oh, I gotta go that way. Okay. That's one of the negatives with the Greatsword. If you get locked into if you get knocked into not knocked into, if you get locked into an animation, it can very easily lead to your death. Like, very, very easily. Not just in Cereblus or Cerebdus or whatever the hell it is, but during the Ecliptic Meteor. I have had it happen where I've had Ecliptic Meteor go off right as soon as my True Charge animation did. I can tell you, it wasn't very fun. That was just a big fuck you because I couldn't move. But that was kind of... Okay, now this is just getting obscene at this point. Yeah, just kill me. Don't even give me a chance, man. That's the way to do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have Cereblus on me. I should be moving away from everybody. Unfortunately, I am apparently brain dead. Or something. But I put it right there, right in front of everybody. Good placement, Barok. This is good. Yeah, that's not good placement, by the way, in case you couldn't notice the sarcasm. It's actually very poor. I was getting antsy on trying to kill the thing, so I was trying to speed the process up, which is a big no-no generally in games like this. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, if you hit him in the chest, it's not very... You know when you bounce with the Greatsword, it's almost always faster to just swing again. Oh, you dick. It's almost always faster to swing again. Now, the problem with it is, since he has such a big-ass hitbox, that's not really viable. It doesn't really help. I need to get away from this comet because I'm going to get it destroyed if I don't. It's hard to find a place to move here. Glasgow has his enmity, and I think he's... Tell me he's not by the comet. He's by the comet. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay, this is not where I want to be to put this. This is not where I want to put this. It's in the... Okay, well, this is pretty much... It's a disaster. This is not what you want to have happen. It's a disaster. Oh, by the way, I'm just trapped in here now. Don't worry, guys. I'll be okay during Ecliptic Meteor. You got one over the... Well, you had one over there. Have fun. Because my dumbass put it way over here. Oh, there we go. It dissipated. Okay, I can go now. Don't worry, I'm healing. I'm helping. Even though I just was sitting on my buttocks the whole time, I'm helping. Okay, to be fair, I thought that would be a little more to the right. I didn't think you were targeting me. I thought you were targeting Glasgow because you were red. Jesus Christ. Don't walk into that. All right. Nearly killed myself with a damn tornado to finish it. That would have been stupid, wouldn't it? Yeah, why am I going right near the Don't go near that! Why did I think hugging the comet's a good idea? It's not a good idea. To be fair, you do want to stay near it. You just don't want to stay way to his gun. Tackle. Alright. Short true charge. Damn it. I thought short true charge would have caught him there. Oh boy. That comet's, she's a crumbling. If that comet dies, we all die, by the way. If you want to know the mechanics, you get 3 comets per ecliptic meteor cycle. Only 3. There is no variable amount. You get 3. It's like Garuda in Final Fantasy XIV. You piss away all the rocks, everybody dies. That is the challenge. You have to conserve the resources they give you. So don't think they're gonna be nice and go, oh, they wouldn't put me in an unwinnable situation. That's adorable. Yes, they will. And you're gonna eat shit for it if you test them on this. Just so don't do it. Just trust me, don't do it. Don't ever assume that game developers will be nice. Never assume that. Especially in Capcom, for the love of Christ. They will never do anything for your benefit. They'll do things that'll piss you off in the name of challenge, but they won't do anything to actually make it better. Okay, I might be a little overreacting. I have Charybdis, by the way. I should be moving. Go by the wall! Oh, they interrupted it. That's nice. Notice, he's hitting... Oh, this is not a good thing. I'm going to die! Okay, to be fair, I thought the meteor was on the other side. We should have all died there. But you might notice Behemoth slayed. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Technically, we killed Behemoth. We just all picked the wrong side of the comet because we saw the red on the one side. And previously I said, don't hide from Behemoth, hide from the Red Death. So we all hid from what we thought was the Red Death, only to find it was red. The ground is always redder on the other side. That's what we found. There. It wasn't, The only reason I'm keeping this in is from the stupid-ass banter I had after this, because I was like, well, this reminds me of that time when we were trying to take down Serpent Shrine Cavern. Remember Hydros the Unstable? Yeah, one night we killed him, but we all died in the attempt. Yeah. What I said after this was what I said back then, and a lot of bosses in MMOs. I couldn't help myself. You know, you gotta bring the banter sometimes, even if it is good-natured banter. You already know what I'm gonna say. If you ever played MMOs, you know what I'm gonna say. Yep. World's first. You have to misspell boys, by the way. That just goes along with it. So anyway, if you want to see success, this is a duo attempt. Glasgow is not online. This is a day or two after the previous one, where me and Kasif Sar decided, hey, you know what? I bet we can duo this. Okay, it was more of I wonder if we can duo this more than anything. It wasn't I bet we can. It was I wonder if we can. Now, if you want to do the jump thing, you usually want to time it so that when he goes back onto all fours, you jump right then. That's the moment. Then you jump, it'll all be fine. Probably. You have to do it. It has to be fairly exact, but you can jump and dodge that meteor. It's not easy, though. I've only done it once. But you can do that, alright? Just throwing it out there if you're Ultra Elite Pro. But that's it for today, everyone. Hopefully I shall see you tomorrow. Until then, everybody. Until then.